We're really talking about multiple different data sets. I mean, first is our viewership data, and using that we can find audiences and optimize across all of our TV products, whether it be linear, set-top box VOD, or streaming products or digital products. And we can use viewership data to find content that specific groups that customers or advertisers are trying to reach are most watching. And we can use that to then create a cross-platform media campaign that's tailored to maximize the reach against that audience. Outside of viewership data, we also have a rich set of third-party data, like Polk data for automotive, various different demographic data sets that allow us to deliver unique household messaging and creative in an aggregated and anonymized way in more of a one-to-one or addressable fashion. And similarly, on the digital side, we can run the same aggregated, anonymized, unique household messaging across our 22.5 million high-speed customers and across a broad pool of digital products. And then finally, on the back end, we're able to pull detailed ad exposure data to run complex analytics. And I think there's a misperception that in order to get the level of detailed audience and ad exposure and impression data to run those types of analytics, that it has to be an addressable campaign. But we're able to, on linear TV, whether it's a traditional spot schedule, an audience optimized schedule, or an actual addressable campaign, we're able to pull back the same level of audience, ad exposure, and impression data to run detailed reach frequency analysis, ROI and lift and attribution studies to get a comprehensive view of how a cross-platform campaign has performed.
So Spectrum Reach is launching linear addressable even as we speak. Can you talk more about the expansion and what does it mean for your advertisers and the overall advertising landscape?
Yeah, sure. So we're, as you mentioned, in the early stages or just starting to launch linear addressability with our first market being LA. And we're currently running early campaigns and tests in that market, and we'll be bringing it to market in 2018. In addition, we're starting to turn up New York, so by the end of the year, the goal is to have both LA and New York activated. And so going into 2018, we'll have 2 key markets, and then we'll continue to launch. We'll have 5 million households by the end of 2018, and then expand to the rest of our footprint beyond. For our advertisers, that really gives them the same level of true kind of household addressability on linear TV that we currently have for set-top box VOD or our digital products. So if you're a large multiple product advertiser, you can buy linear TV and a linear schedule the way you do today, and then deliver unique creative to different households. So on the same ad break, you might see, one household might see an ad for like a luxury sedan, while another household sees an SUV or another ad. But we'll also be launching the ability to sell different audiences to different advertisers within the same break and deliver only the specific households that a particular brand is trying to reach.
You know, we read a lot about silos and competition and all. When it comes to addressable TV advertising, do you think we're going to see more collaboration as time goes on?
Yeah, I definitely do. I think when you look at most of the addressable efforts today have been kind of contained within the 4 walls of a particular operator or content owner. And because of that, it's made it difficult to run national or to run a broad addressable campaign that spans multiple different groups. And I think not unlike the advent of interconnects, which made buying local cable easier in markets that span multiple different operators, we're going to start seeing a lot more collaboration and a cohesive approach around addressable TV, not only among operators, like in the case of interconnects, but even across operators and national programmers.
So what are you folks doing with 605?
With 605, so the last year and a half has been, we've had the big task of pulling together 3 different companies, 3 different sales groups and sales strategies and operations teams, and unifying our product portfolio across the footprint. But while all that was going on, we've managed to build and start deploying an audience-based platform that's fundamentally changing the way that we're selling television, and that's our AudienceApp, which was launched in August. And really, one of the major reasons we were able to have the focus and deliver that in such a quick turnaround was our partnership with 605, who helped us develop the platform, and has a management team of executives that are familiar with and have worked with set-top box data and linear optimization. But that's one side of our partnership with 605. In addition to having deployed this platform that will be in the hands of all of our account executives, and allows us to sell linear TV, traditional TV, in an audience and impression-based way, we see the value that the insights can bring to large programmers, national advertisers, national agencies. And I think that's something that we're starting to see in the industry overall, this kind of knowledge and awareness and openness to being able to share some of this data across the broader TV ecosystem. So, while we have great data, it's census level data for us, the value of 605 is the ability to aggregate data across multiple different sources to better serve a national marketplace.